Meta-analysis is easy, and today I'm going to prove it to you. This YouTube series on meta-analysis is a testament to whatever that I am saying right now. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MedLife Journey with Fizan, and this is part 1 of Introduction to Systematic Reviews and Meta-analysis for Noobs. Okay, so everyone, the topic for today's video is Introduction to Systematic Reviews and Meta-analysis for Noobs, which quite frankly includes all of you. And it did include me a year, I think 1.5 years back, but now it doesn't. First of all, I have two questions for you. Question number one, have you ever felt lost during meta-analysis, such as this guy right here? And secondly, do you feel like systematic review or meta-analysis, also known as this word right here, SRMA, is a mountain that you cannot pass? Just like this statue of the Greek god right here. And so, if the answer to all of that is yes, then this video is for you, and we are now going to learn how. First of all, what is a systematic review or a meta-analysis? It is like quite simply the daddy of all the researches. It's like the strongest research. The weakest is the case reports, opinion papers, etc. Then somewhere above the ladder we have the cross-sectional studies, the basically all the surveys that you fill. Every day there's a new survey in our class group and it says, kindly fill this research form, it would mean a lot to us. And the fact is, like, it is really hard to publish. So instead of using your energy on things that are hard to publish, why not learn the skill which is the best and be the best at it? And then you won't have a problem. Like literally, it's that simple. Anyways, a lot of people ask me what's the difference between a systematic review and meta-analysis. What is an SR and what is an MA? And the thing is, there is not much of a difference. An SR is almost analogous to MA, but the only problem is that a systematic review does not have the forest plot. The forest plot is actually part of the analysis section of the meta-analysis, and it's literally in the name, meta-analysis. Is there any analysis in systematic review? No, right? Then it does not have the analysis part, which is why people prefer meta, and meta is like something that crumbles other researchers and like, ooh, this guy knows how to do meta, wow. And it's not like this, like not like this at all. Okay, then we have all of the different types of reviews. Now look, systematic review is not the only type of review that you can do. A review basically means revisiting old information. Review, it's like literally in the name, review. It literally means that you are visiting old information, and like it's not just here in the research category. You have reviews on the dress that you want to buy. For this would be more relatable to the girls. Or you have the reviews on the favorite game, such as mine is Black Flag. So reviews basically means revisiting old information or revisiting the things which have already been published online or sent online. All of these types, there is a narrative review, there is the systematic review, there's the scopic, umbrella, mapping reviews, etc. But the most important one is this systematic review. Okay. Now, once you have selected that you want to do a systematic review, what are its steps that you must follow for it to be completed? The first thing is that you have to make the research question. A research question is basically the topic or the title of your meta-analysis or systematic review. Then you have to run the search. As you know, for meta-analysis, you need to run searches on the whole databases. So you need to run the search. Then you need to screen all of the articles to find the ones which are relevant to you, which you need to include. Then you're going to get the data from them. Lastly, you're going to run analysis, write the manuscript, submit to a journal, and pray for acceptance. Right? But the main thing is to get the publication in a journal. If you can't get it out of this meta-analysis, then to be honest, it's not much of a use, is it? Okay, so we're going to focus on the first step for now, which is the choosing your own topic. Choosing your own topic is probably one of the hardest things in meta, if not the hardest thing. So I'm going to try and streamline the process for you as much as I can, but it's still one of the biggest hurdles that researchers, especially the early researchers, face. The topic, there are certain steps to follow the topic, right? First of all, you have to select your area of interest. Then you have to select a disease in that area. Lastly, a treatment. and then you're gonna make your research question. So you know what, let's make a topic video. I'm gonna make a topic video right here, right now. So the first thing is area neurology. I like neurology, so I'm gonna open the neurology. Okay, while opening the neurology, we have different diseases in neurology which I'm gonna search right now, and all of these diseases we can select a one. We have got Bell's palsy, aneurysm, epilepsy, spinal cord injury, Alzheimer's. If you want, you can also click on this link and get more problems. However, what the problem that I'm focusing on right now is a migraine. So this is the migraine. We're gonna focus on the disease migraine and the treatment. There are different treatments for migraine. Let me search you up real quick. Treatment of migraine. We've got beta blockers, we have got CGRP antagonists, we have got um, anti-epileptic drugs even. We've got painkillers, triptans, etc. But if you do a research, you can see that we have got CRP antagonist as the one of the drugs for migraine. See, CGRP inhibitors for migraine. We've got these zivegipant, we have got atogipant, we have got rimegipant, etc., etc. So we can select one of these drugs, right? So we selected that we're gonna do it on CGRP antagonist, atogipant. Sorry, right here. Yep. We're gonna do the research on CGRP antagonist. Of these, the latest one was zivegipant. Okay. What we checked was the latest research or the latest drug that was in the market was zivegipant. So we're now gonna do a zivegipant for migraine, right? We're gonna check if there are any articles for zivegipant which can connect it with migraine or which include it being used for migraines. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to check if there are any previous metas or systematic reviews on it, because we want to create a systematic review, and is there a systematic review on it in 2023, let's say, then there won't be any use for our systematic review, so it won't get published, right? I mean, it's basically common sense. So we're gonna go right here and we're gonna apply this filter right here. And if we apply filter, we see that there have already been 5 results on it. Like there have been a meta-analysis on 2023. Then there's also been one in 2023 October. Then there's one been which we did on 2023 July. So you see all of these. There have been like 5 meta-analysis till now. So if we consider all this, it's not a good topic now. But when we did it, it was a really nice topic because there was only this one guy right here, and it also didn't do a good job of explaining all the results. So we had a good topic on our hands. And lastly, we're gonna make the research question. The research questions usually the research questions involves using the words of safety and efficacy, tolerance or efficacious, usability, or there was another word that we use, like basically synonyms of these two words. Then you mention the drug, which in this case was the zivegipant. Then you mention the disease, acute migraine, and then lastly what you can do is a systematic review or meta-analysis. That's literally it. Okay, so this is how we basically make a topic, and as you can see, we've got the final form of the topic right here. Now I'm gonna show you some parts of the meta-analysis or systematic review. First of all, for systematic review, we're gonna paste this right here. And for meta-analysis, we're gonna paste this one right here. And I'm gonna show you basically the components or the parts of systematic review and meta-analysis and what are the differences between them. Basically, as you can see that a systematic review has all of these things. There's this image, then there's this table, then there's this graphic plot, and then there's all discussion, etc. Whereas in meta, as you can see, there is all that introduction, methods, then there's the Prisma image. He has not uploaded it right now, but we can access it by using the links below. And so here you can see the Prisma image, then all of this writing and writing and writing. But this thing right here, forest plot, is not in our systematic review. As you can see, there is no forest plot. Whereas this guy has this forest plot. This is the main difference between systematic review and meta-analysis. But other than that, there's not much big of a difference. So literally that's all of the main differences between both of these. And however, I'm gonna tell you about each and every part of this article so that you can get a basic idea of to how do the systematic reviews work, and how what parts do they have. And basically, one more thing is that if you want to do your own meta-analysis or systematic review, you can also reach me out at my LinkedIn or Instagram, etc., and we can collaborate or we can talk with you. And I will be most like it will be honor of me to help you guys.